Fatalism. Fatalism exists only in a limited way. It applies to the conditions, trials, and sufferings a spirit chooses before incarnation, forming a kind of destiny for physical life, not moral life. In moral matters, free will remains. In temptation and in the struggle between good and evil, the spirit is always free to resist or give in. Good spirits may encourage and lower spirits may disturb, but none take away freedom. Much of what people call fate is really the result of their own actions. Fatalism and the hour of death. Fatalism, in the strict sense, applies especially to the moment of death. When the hour of death has come, it cannot be avoided. Before that time, dangers may threaten without succeeding. Yet prudence is not useless, since the care taken to avoid danger is one of the means by which death is delayed until its proper time. Before incarnation, a spirit may know that the life it chooses exposes it more to one kind of death than another, without knowing every detail in advance. Dangers as warnings. Dangers are not always meaningless. Sometimes a danger that passes serves as a warning. It can stir reflection, humility, and the desire to become better. Good spirits help these awakenings. A danger may also be linked to some fault, imprudence, or neglected duty. It is often a warning meant to lead to correction. Presentiments of death. Some people feel that their end is not yet near, while others sense that death is close. These presentiments may come from protecting spirits, who warn a person in order to prepare or strengthen them. They may also come from the spirit itself, through an inner sense of the life it chose and the task it still has to complete. Those who foresee death are often less afraid of it, seeing it more as a release than an end. Everyday accidents and the limits of necessity. Not everything in life is fixed in advance. Many ordinary accidents can be avoided. Spiritual influence may suggest caution or lead a person toward a safer choice. True fatalism applies only to birth, death, and certain major events connected with the path chosen before incarnation. It is wrong to think that every detail of life is written in advance. Much happens through free action. Only the great sorrows and decisive experiences that aid moral growth belong to the larger design. Can events be avoided? Human effort can often prevent events that seemed likely or even destined, so long as the change does not conflict with the overall course of the life chosen. Doing good has real power. By fulfilling duty and choosing rightly, a person may avoid much evil. Destiny does not cancel responsibility. No one is predestined to commit crime. No one is ever predestined to commit a crime. A spirit may choose a life in which grave wrongdoing becomes possible, but not the act itself as necessary. A murderer still thinks, hesitates, and decides before acting. Without freedom, there could be no moral responsibility. If fatalism exists, it concerns certain outward events independent of the will. Moral acts always remain free. Apparent bad luck in human affairs. Some lives seem full of constant failure. This may sometimes be part of a chosen trial, especially to develop patience or endurance. But failure is not always unavoidable. People often fail because they follow the wrong path, choosing work unsuited to their abilities or true calling. Vanity and ambition push them toward what flatters pride, and then they blame fate. Social customs and free will. Social pressure does not destroy freedom. Customs are made by people, not imposed by God. If someone submits to them, it is usually because they prefer public approval to the cost of independence. Many would rather suffer ruin than accept modest work beneath their social position. Better judgment is shown by quietly accepting a simpler place in life when circumstances require it. Apparent good fortune. Just as some seem followed by bad luck, others seem favored by fortune. Often this is simply because they are more prudent, moderate, and realistic. What looks like luck may really be good judgment. But success can also be a trial, since prosperity may lead to overconfidence. Even luck in things like games of chance may have a moral meaning, as a temptation accepted beforehand. The real meaning of material destiny. What seems to rule material destiny is often the result of free choices made before and during earthly life. Spirits choose trials according to what can best help their progress. For that reason, many choose difficult lives rather than easy ones. Earthly greatness and pleasure do not matter much in themselves. What matters is how life is used, whether suffering becomes a means of purification, whether freedom is used well, and whether the spirit grows in patience, wisdom, and goodness. Born under a lucky star. The saying that someone is born under a lucky star comes from an old superstition that connected the stars with human destiny. At most, it can be kept as a figure of speech. Taken literally, it is only a mistake.